Okay, so that was his doctor on TikTok. I was scrolling through my TikTok, and it was this doctor. I think he was a surgeon. I think. Don't quote me on that. I'll put his name in the description. But he was basically telling people, hey, take your health serious. Stop smoking. Stop drinking so much. Stop smoking. And just take your health serious. Um, and he was specifically talking about when people having to diagnose people with terminal illnesses, um, things of that nature at a young age. And a lot of people in the comments were saying that doctors don't care about them, doctors don't listen to them, doctors don't take them serious. And it's expensive, food is expensive, things are expensive, and things of that nature. And I just want to say that it doesn't, it's not just about the food. It's not just about the food you eat. It's mainly about that, of course. Like you obviously want to make sure you're eating the right foods, eating healthy, because what you put in your body matters. So that is important, but it's also how you think. It's also how you live. It's also um, managing. Also about managing stress. It's also about um, spending time with friends and family members. It's also about doing the things that you love to do in life. It's also about having hobbies. It's also about spending time in nature, spending time outside, and just making sure you're being active and making sure you're moving around. Um, so it's so many other components when it comes to living a healthy lifestyle that you have to consider. But the main thing is the food you eat, and it's not even just the food, but it's also drinking, smoking, drugs. You know what I mean? So it can be so much. So that's the thing. It's not. I don't want y'all to get so caught up in just. I don't want you to get caught up in things that happen that prevent you from living healthy, instead of focusing on uh, what you need to do to actually be healthy in life. Like I want you to focus on that. What do you need to do to be healthy, instead of focusing on the things, the people, the places that are preventing you from being healthy. What can you do? Focus on actually, you know what I mean, changing what you need to change now. Or it could be some things that you need to do differently that you could change. And like I said, it's not just about the food. It's about, like I said, having a hobby, spending time with friends and family, spending time with nature, being positive, thinking positive, reading, meditating. You know what I mean? It's not like living healthy isn't just about the physical aspect, but it's also about the mental and emotional and the spiritual as well. Like you have to be sufficient in all of those areas of life. You really can't have one without the other. But the thing is with the food though, when you're eating healthy, that is gonna affect every aspect of your life. And that's the thing. A lot of the times how we feel and what we're going through mentally and emotionally and spiritually has a direct effect, or the food we eat has a direct effect on those different things. So that's what I've learned. So me personally, I do think you should start with the food you eat. You have to change how you eat before you can focus on how you feel. Like that's ultimately what's gonna uh, um, make the difference. If you don't change the way you eat, it won't. Like I'm not saying those other things won't matter, but they won't be. You won't be able to consistently do those other things because you won't feel like it. You won't have the energy to. You're gonna be If you continue to eat the food that you're eating and do the smoking and drinking, you're not gonna do those things with, being happy. You're not gonna be excited about these things. And actually, the worse you eat, and the more you smoke and drink, the worse it's gonna make you feel. Actually, so you have to start with what you eat. But I have sympathy and empathy for people, that's having a hard time changing and improving and transitioning to a healthier lifestyle. Like, it's not, for some people it's harder, than other people. It's not that easy for a lot of people, especially when you've been living a certain amount of when you've been living a certain way, for a certain amount of time. Like me personally, I didn't grow up in a healthy household, really, in no aspect. Now my mom kept me in church, but I wasn't. Uh, when I would go to church, I was sleeping a lot of the times. But as I gotten older, it started to dawn on me that church is important, and just my belief system is important. So over the years, I've grown in that area of my life. God has saved my life. Wasn't for God, I would not be here. I believe that. Forget I believe that. I know that. I've felt His presence. He has had a hand over my life for since I've been alive. He picked me to be who I am. And that journey is for anybody who believe in Christ, and and uh, and who says that the journey of being righteous and dying out to yourself is easy. You're not really living it for real. Like, you're not really living it if you say it's easy. Now, some people are further along in God, with God, and on their journey than other people. So, the further you are, the more knowledgeable you are, um, the longer you've been connected to God, the easier it does get. So that's the good thing about it. But even then, you still are gonna get tested. Temptation is still gonna be at an all time high. You're still gonna need God. You're never gonna be able to do it by yourself. And if you think you can do it by yourself, then this ain't the channel for you. Then you don't believe in what I believe in. I know I need Christ to get through this life. I need Christ to get through this life. I can't do it by myself. I'm not my own God. I am not a God. God's inside of me. And I have to, live the best life that I can live so I can tap into that. So I can allow God to work in me and through me. I have to. My responsibility is to live a healthy life the best way I can. The healthier I can live and the healthier I can be, the closer I can be to God, the closer I will be to God. But anyway, so Doc, you was right, man. And that video really actually got me in a gear. Like, I was already transitioning into my healthy lifestyle, but man, when I seen that, I was just like watching it. I felt that. I felt everything he was saying. And so, yeah. Somebody hearing that they got 2 years to live and they only 25 or even 65, I can't imagine. So yeah, take care of y'all body, man.